is, and they've actually turned it into a park. So this is a good spot to be. You actually, if you're comfortable, you can cross the rocks, and because you can actually see off in the distance where the enemy would have been encamped. That's what I said. Yeah, you can cross over. Yeah, cross over, and
yeah, it's so pretty on this side. There was no water in it last time.
So this really gives you a sense of what it would have looked like. And this is one of my favorite stories in all the Bible. And so I'm going to read it. And as I'm reading it, feel free to just look around and walk around, and you can really get a sense of how Gideon must have felt. So I'm reading from Judges chapter 7. And it says, Then Gideon and all the people who were with him rose early and encamped beside the well of Herod, where we're standing now, so that the camp of the Midianites was on the north side of them by the hill of Moreh in the valley.
That's the Moreh, the mountain range that you see over there.
So you get the scene, right? If they're camping here, they can see the enemy off in the distance. And the Lord said to Gideon, the people who are with you are too many for me to give the Midianites into your hands, lest Israel claim glory for itself against me, saying, my own hand has saved me. Now therefore proclaim in the hearing of the people, saying, whoever is fearful and afraid, let him turn and depart at once from Mount Gilead. And 22,000 of the people returned, but 10,000 remained. But the Lord said to Gideon, the people are still too many. Bring them down to the water, right here where we are. Bring them down to the water, and I'll test them for you there. Then it will be that you shall. Then it will be that you will say to them, this one shall go with you, the same shall go with you, and whomever I say to you, this one shall not go with you, that one will not go with you. So he brought them down to the water, and the Lord said to Gideon, everyone who laps from the water with his tongue, as a dog laps, you will set him by himself. Likewise, everyone who gets down on their knees to drink. And the number of those who lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, was 300 men. But all the rest of the people got down on their knees to drink the water. And the Lord said to Gideon, by 300 men who lapped, I will save you and deliver the Midianites into your hand. Let all the other people go, every man to his place. So the people took provisions and their trumpets in their hands, and he sent them away, all the rest of Israel, every man to his tent, and retained only those 300 men. Now the camp of Midian was below him in the valley. And then I'll just get to the end of the story. So Gideon and the 100 who were with him came out to the outpost of the camp at the beginning of the middle watch, just as they had posted the watch. And they blew trumpets and broke the pitchers that were in their hands. Then 3 companies blew trumpets and broke pitchers. They held their torches in their left hands and their trumpets in their right hands for the blowing, and they cried, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. And every man stood in his place around the camp, and the whole army ran and cried and fled. When the 300 blew the trumpets, the Lord set every man's sword against his companion throughout the whole camp, and the army fled as far as the border of Abel Maholah, Bathsheba. And the men of Israel gathered together and basically celebrated. So you can get the scene, and can you even imagine how fearful Gideon